Hello, hello, hello. You're probably wondering, but Bugsy No Name, is that you? Well, yeah, you're pretty much right. So, so I decided, hey, if I decided if if a certain somebody whose name starts with a D and a middle Z, all Bugsy No Name can literally play the parts. Jester, I'm a seer of light, the guy that the the guy, the Bugsy Council, the one that they call boss. Yeah, that guy. Well. I gotta say, I gotta say, my little council has done very, very well. I'm proud of them all. But does that mean I'll be in every? Does that mean I will be in every arc with the Bugsy Council? Maybe. It only depends. That depends if they need me. I'm not really gonna insert myself if I'm not needed. But I will say this: it is rather nice to have like an actual having form that kind of fits with them. I can really rock the old standardness of a normal body. So just had to do something a little me, a little spontaneous, a little crazy, you would say. But yeah, and oh yes, I saw Club Zeta. I am totally, I'm totally sort of impressed. But just out here doing what I do best, watching over my little council, as I'm often to do. They're my most proudest creations, so I always have to make sure. And and if you want to get technical, I did Spurb and basically originally made their universes. And then their universes combined into one because they played Spurb. Which, I gotta be honest, kind of helps me with the whole process of making their stories, to be quite honest with you. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Bugsy No Name, kiddos. And yeah, you'll probably see me more like this and less like and less like excuse me and less like this. Only if I want to be nostalgic. You're really wondering, like, why, Bugsy? Why did you pick a jester? Isn't that a little bit more distracting than your normal stuff? Well, yes. And the flame still, I might still use it because honestly, it's iconic. It's one of my little trademarks. One of the little things I can never truly let go. But if ever I decide to step into any arcs with my beloved council, I shall be there. Now, what does this mean? It doesn't really mean much of anything. Just kind of wanted to do this as kind of a self-indulgent thing, That's kind of what I do. I mean, Prime started out as that, and then he grew, and I started making more stories about him, and things kind of went the way I always wanted them to go. And even if we never become famous YouTubers, seriously, what is a famous YouTuber when you think about it? A guy a guy who does a guy who does anything that makes him popular with all these little TikTokers and people watching YouTube shorts? Or is a popular YouTuber just something that everybody likes at the moment? A flash in the pan, so to speak. Sure, I may not be the most popular YouTuber in the world, or at all, really. But you know what? I love being me. I love entertaining you. I love giving you stuff that probably any other person could give you any day of the week, but cannot give you the Bugsy flair that I so rightfully do. But not the point, not the point. Again, I keep getting off of the point. But yes, I will look like I wanted to just say I look like this now. You should all just kind of deal with it. And yeah. I hope I hope you guys don't mind this little transformation of mine. I've been kind of saving it until I was really ready to show this off. And yeah, like the others, I have something called Ancient Chaos Lord Energy. I can't really explain that. That's more of a lore thing that I want to reveal later. But hey, don't you worry about that. Right now, worry, right now, to my to my love to my beloved Bugsy Council. Keep up the good work, lads. It's St. Patrick's Day today. It's St. Patrick's Day today. So I hope in the morning you guys have a little fun. You guys deserve it. And oh, I must talk to the alternate bug. I must talk to the alternate Bugsy. Um, how are you? Double pretty much made another universe without me knowing, so I'm fine with that. But you know, it is what it is. Actually, actually, to be honest, if I could take a minute for flamboyant, my flamboyant appearance for 5 minutes, I really do appreciate everything. I really do appreciate double letting me do all of this. Personally, I like that I do this. You know, I have fun. Sure, sure. I'd probably be more probably be more well known if I went back to doing rants like I used to, and not popping them out occasionally when I feel like it. But I really owe Double a lot. Got my creative mojo back, and I have a group, and I have in this little community that me, Double, Reno, and the others kind of built. I'm actually really, really happy. And sometimes I can go a little off prompter, off script. But you know what? I appreciate all you guys, and I'm glad that I literally get to do this every day, and still try to get my website up and running. To get the real to get the real cool things you really want. Yeah, and I'm learning a little bit about Blender so I can finally do the things I've always wanted to do. Hopefully, hopefully, I can get to that a little bit sooner. But then again, who knows? But I am thinking of getting, what was it called? What was it now? Maybe, a visual novel, so you guys can have a kind of visual novel experience of what a day in the life of the Bugsy Council the Bugsy Council, pretty much does on a daily basis when they're not constantly dealing with things from the Zeta Omniverse. So you can kind of see a little bit in their lives. It's something I actually want to do. And since I'm relearning how to do Gmod as well, maybe we can get something done with that. But who knows, really? I'm just kind of working on various things. Mobius X is one of them. I'm really trying to get the concepts down and see what I can do. But, it is what it is. But, Alt Suck. It's coming. And I can't really think that I won't be doing Friendson 2. Friendson 2 is still happening in character. Well, in Hellverse Chapter 1 is gonna come. And so is Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is more about Dem and and just basically how he meets Camilla, and pretty much everything else. Now, I am Dem isn't really a new character, he's quite an old character, but I've said that already. But, remember all of you role players out there. Remember, that's the Bugsy Council. They are very, very, very loyal to people that they care about. Friends, and maybe even Sage if she actually cleans up her act a little bit. But hey, you can't expect every miracle to happen all at once. Well, I should be going. Things to do, things to write. Practice, figuring out how Blender works. That sort of thing. But I shall see you all later. Your favorite chaotic jester finally looks like an actual jester. I shall see you all later. And the big 3 box network is still a thing. I'm not replacing it as the Bugsy Council network. No one would go for that, and I've kind of sunk a lot of time in that name. So, yeah. And I know the @ is Bobo fan, but that was my old user, and I just couldn't let it go. I love it actually. It's like my first child. It's like a child to me. But I shall see you all later. Peace. I'm probably gonna go play some Final Fantasy Rebirth and go lay down. Peace.